Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I know it's been a while, but I just want to share a quick word with you today, as well as a recent testimony. So, recently, me and about 40,000 people were without power, and it was a it was a rough situation. It's amazing what 4 days can do without electricity. Now, I know other countries are experienced, well, excuse me, not experienced, but have experienced these situations. And um, I'm sure, people maybe on the West Coast who have experienced blackouts, they understand. And, if you are a child of God, when you see these things on the news or you hear about it from your neighbors, you don't just look at it and go, well, I'm glad that's not me. No, we actually pray for them. We dwell in it with them spiritually, as far as, sympathizing with what they're going through and really going to the Father's feet with our brothers and sisters' burdens. You don't just overlook it. So it hits you different also when it hits home. It's like, wow, okay, this is really happening. I'm glad that it was a small amount of time. And even though it was hard, the Holy Spirit was dealing with me about a few things. And there was just so much on my mind during that time. It took things to a different level. It opened my spiritual senses in a different way in this season, which I think was well needed. So I was just allowed to discern and see the good in that discouraging situation. So I'm grateful for that. Um, I'm glad it's over too, also. And it affected a lot of us. We took a hit, financially. Um, you lose a lot in a few days. We take the smallest things for granted. Like these lights that you see right now, be grateful that you have them, because what an impact it can have when you don't have it. Um, and I always say, it's good to take a break from devices, like your phones, your tablets, your computers. Take some time away from those things and really spend time with God, because you don't want to be too attached to anything. I'm not going to go into that word. There was a whole a lot of things that the Holy Spirit was ministering to me during those 4 days. However, coming out of it, we realized the impact that it had on a lot of us financially, as far as food and other things. And a lot of us couldn't work. So there was a time during that moment, I'll be honest, I woke up and just felt this spirit of heaviness, and I began to cry. I was displaced from my home, and I never questioned, God, why did this happen? I just felt the weight all of a sudden. I knew that the enemy was trying to use that moment of weakness to try to put something on me that, God never sent for me to wear. So I had to cry it out, just being real. And once that was over, I picked myself up. I looked in the mirror and I said, you are a child of God. The Lord told you not to have the spirit of fear, to worry for nothing, be anxious for nothing, but to pray for about all things. So I began to pray. And I just want to tell you, I prayed and I said, Lord, you know what's going on. You know what we are in need of. I have no idea where these provisions are going to come from. I have no idea how I'm going to receive what I need in the time that I need it, but I totally trust in you. I totally trust in you, and I ask you in the midst of it, Father, to give me peace, to give me a joy unspeakable, and let me continuously praise you through the midst of it all. And I also want to be an encouragement to my neighbors and all of the other ones that are affected as well. I want to be an example, Father, a good kingdom ambassador unto the lost and to my neighbors as well as my brothers and sisters. So I prayed these things, and I just instantly, I felt like a weight was lifted. So I knew that that was a spirit of heaviness that Satan was trying to put on me in that time of weakness and despair. So I knew, I had that revelation of that's what that was. So I felt lifted. I felt light again. And just like a child, you don't know what to expect from your parents, but you know you're going to be taken care of. You know you're okay. And it's a little scary sometimes not knowing the answers, but you just have to trust. And I have faith that my Father is going to take care of me. So I'm asking you to do the same thing. So here it is, days later, after everyone has power restored. And over those next few days, God has started to send provision out of different places, multiple places. And not just financially, but, you know, with the little things that you think are not important, you know, and most importantly, the prayers, the encouragement. Just when I thought that no one saw us or what was going on, once I released it to the Father and left it in His hands, He began to take care of each one of those needs. And do you know He is still taking care of each one of those needs? And when I was in service today, my bishop, he had a word for me, and it was very encouraging, and it really blessed me. I thank God for that. And I have a wonderful bishop and first lady. They're amazing people. They are truly anointed and filled and led by the Holy Spirit. But I want to tell you, if you are in need of anything, don't worry. Don't get in a place of despair. Okay? You talk to the Father. You lay it at His feet. And don't worry about how after that. Just know that He's going to take care of His children. Psalms 37, 25 through 27 says, I have been young, and now am old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. I'll go on to 27. Depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore. So I just hope that encourages you, to hang in there. God is a provider. He takes care of His children. Just make sure you're His child. That's the first thing. But yes, I love you. God bless you all. And I will be coming back with, I think I'm going to share a dream first that I had about deliverance. Can you believe it? All my family or friends that know me, deliverance, me. Okay. So, yeah, it's not just about me. It's just, that was a inside joke to my family or friends. But, yeah, I want to share this interesting dream. It was powerful. And, yeah, I will be sharing some other things this week as well. So keep me in prayer, and I will pray for you as well. And I love you. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.